Hi, I'm David. I own and operate Country Whatnot Gardens here outside of Rochester, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the Michigan state line. I grow 25 different species and varieties of bamboo, and one plant that I've come to be addicted to almost as much as bamboo is the Chaenomeles genus, the flowering quince. Not to be confused with some of the other plants called quince in the genera Cydonia and Pseudocydonia. I had to think on that because I don't grow them here. They're too prone to fire blight. But anyway, let's take a look at this Chaenomeles here. This is a variety called Oyashima. It is a double flowering greenish white Japanese variety, and it's coming on really nicely. It's a young bush. It's only about 3 or 4 years old. Maximum height on and width on this bush is equally 6 feet high and wide at maturity. And right now it's about 4 foot by 3 foot maybe, counting all the growth there. But it's a really nice one. And another one that I have had for a number of years is a Japanese variety called Toyo Nishiki. And it is a multicolored flowering one. It has white and pink on the same bush, and sometimes also red. This is actually a younger bush that was a division off of this older one right here. And this older one doesn't have a lot of bloom on it this year, but it is exhibiting all 3 colors on the same bush. Now this is one bush. It's not 3 colors planted together. It is one. You can see this white one even has some red streaking through it there. But it was a single stem rooted cutting when I planted it over 20 years ago, and it is now really big. Wow, it's probably a good 8 feet each way, even though I do keep it pruned after it's done flowering. And it produces yellow fruit about, I'd say about that big around. And it's got some more flowers coming on here. Maybe it's just going to be a little bit later. But it's not putting on as much of a show as its division that I took some years ago right here. And another quince that is in bloom is up front, and I'm going to walk up there and we're going to take a look at it. Okay, I'm up here now up front, and this is the red form of a Japanese variety called Chojubai. And look how tiny each of these individual little flowers are. Look, they're not even as big as my fingertip, hardly. This is why this plant is a favorite amongst bonsai growers. Look how tiny that is. The leaves are tiny. The thorn, yeah, it has thorns, just like its larger counterparts. There they are. There's the little thorns. And these things don't so much grab or rip you or stab you as they do. They'll just cut you. They slice me when I try to weed around it. So some care is required. But it's one of my favorites just because of how unique it is, and also it doesn't really know when it's supposed to stop blooming. It will bloom periodically from spring clear up through freezing weather in the late fall, early winter. It's a pretty spectacular variety. The deer and rabbits do like it. That's why it's caged. So if you have deer and rabbits, take precautions with it. Now, that's the red form of Chojubai. Chojubai also comes in the white form, which gets a little bit bigger, it's a little bit faster growing, a little bit more robust. Not really quite true white, off-white to near yellow, actually. There it is. But that's the white form of Chojubai. And another Japanese variety over here is called Hime. H-I-M-E, Hime. And it's almost, it is red, but it's almost a salmon hue of red. It's a nice one. More of a true red over here. We have one called Embers. This is a reblooming variety, and it is super red. It's a single flower. It's not double, but it is really red. When the sun backlights this, it's pretty spectacular. And over here, not in bloom yet, is a smaller form that's very similar to Toyo Nishiki. This one is called Kantoyo, but it is not blooming yet. It has some buds there. I will continue to do updates as more quince come into bloom. There are still more varieties that have yet to come into bloom that are not yet. If you liked the video, please give me a like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you for stopping by and take care. Bye.